Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How is everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are going to be tackling the question of can you save the Covenant survivors at the beginning of the mission Requiem on Halo 4? So for those of you who don't remember, or maybe have never noticed before, at the very beginning of this mission, this is like right after the Fort of the Dawn, or what's left of it, as well as a bunch of Covenant ships crash down here when they get sucked into Requiem. And, among this wreckage, there are two Covenant survivors. The first one is this elite over here. That you see him, he's pretty much scripted here to like just limp and everything, and then crawl, and then eventually just drop dead. And that's basically it for the elite. And then there's one other Covenant survivor, also near where he spawned, near a Crash Phantom, or maybe a Crash Lich, I think. I'm not exactly sure what the Crash vehicle is, but it's over here nonetheless, and it is a Grunt that survives. Well, somewhat survives. The only thing is, like the elite, the Grunt is also crawling, and dies in a semi-dramatic way, which you can see here. So, this Grunt dies shortly after you see him. So with that in mind, can we save either of these Covenant? I mean, they're both pretty much scripted to die here. They have the whole scripted animation and everything. So can they be saved? Well, the answer to that is yes. Yes, they can. And to save them, you have to do this on co-op, actually. So on co-op, what you need to do is, and this works, whoever's the host should be the one doing the shooting here, but you want to knock down the shields of your partner, have them assassinate the elite, and then while they're mid-assassination, kill your partner by shooting at them. And if you do it quick enough, the assassination will be cancelled out, and then the elite will be all fine again. Instant cure for the elite, basically. Like before this, he was pretty much almost dead, like limping and crawling, and then, drops dead shortly after. But then for some reason, if you do this, you pretty much like cured him or healed him instantly back to full health. Well, technically you're just breaking the scripting, that's all. But once you save the elite, then he starts attacking you. Ungrateful. But yeah, he doesn't really move anywhere. He just kind of stands there in that general area and just keeps shooting at you, or maybe meleeing you if you get too close. But that's the first Covenant. We saved them. Now let's see if we can save the Grunt here. We're gonna do the same method. Take down the shields of the partner, let them assassinate, and then take them out mid-assassination, and that cancels out the assassination, and the Grunt has been saved. So there you go. We've also saved the Grunt as well. Now, in this case, we saved them both separately, but let's see now if we can actually save them both at the same time, and if anything happens that way. Because up until this point, we've only saved them like once, and then reverted, went back and saved the other. But can you save both at the same time to have like a perfect playthrough, or like a no-kill playthrough, or no-death playthrough at all? Well, let's start with the elite again. We're gonna take him out. In this case, I had my partner I'm doing it from the other perspective, so my partner's shooting me instead. But anyways, we saved the elite there. So elite's all good. Now let's go to the Grunt. So you may be thinking that maybe you can't get to the Grunt in time and he'll drop dead, because if you went to the elite first and the Grunt dies. Well, what's interesting is that the Grunt actually does not spawn at all until you get close enough, like right about here. Then the Grunt spawns and starts its scripted crawling. And it's the same in the reverse with the elite. If you go to the Grunt first, then you go to the elite doesn't spawn until you get close enough. So knowing that, we actually can save both Covenant, both the elite and the Grunt. So there you go. Both of them are now saved. So the Grunt's okay there. Let's go back to the elite and make sure he's still there and that he's all good. Before we do that, there's one quick advice I do want to give you. You might have seen it a bit earlier, but if you get too close to the Grunt, he may super combine you a little bit with the Needler, and it may not like kill you or hurt you that much, but the explosion will definitely kill the Grunt. The Grunt has very, very little health, especially on easy difficulty. So you're going to want to be very careful with the Grunt. The Grunt might be a little harder than the elite to save, actually, because a few stray bullets is all it takes to kill the Grunt, at least on easy difficulty. But on higher difficulties, I guess it'd be a little easier to save them because they have a little more health. But we did this on easy at the time of filming, so just a word of caution there. But anyways, we're back here, and the elite is all good, perfectly healthy. But both the elite and the Grunt would just pretty much stay in their current positions. They're they're not going to chase you down really unless you get close enough. They'll just keep their distance and then shoot at you. If you get close enough, they'll melee you a little bit. So that's basically the extent to what happens if you save them. But, you know, at the very least, you know you've saved them, and you're like a hero to them, even though they're like totally ungrateful to you for saving them. Now, anyways, just for fun, we did bring a Warthog back here. We went up a little bit ahead and came back with the Warthog. And if you don't go too far, the Grunt and the Elite will still be here. But we wanted to try a little experiment to see what happens if we actually did bring the Elite with us throughout the mission. So we used the Warthog, we let the Elite hijack us, and every time it jumps on the driver's seat, we floor it, we move forward, and we can move the Elite forward that way, because the Elite doesn't otherwise follow you. So, as you can see here, the Elite jumps on the Warthog, we drive forward, pulls us out, and then we just repeat the process over and over again, and we just keep moving the Elite forward a little bit by bit each time. And we wanted to see like if we could bring the Elite with us to the very end of the mission to like fully save him. Unfortunately, if you get to a certain point here, the Elite will actually unfortunately despawn when you hit a loading point. So this is pretty much as far as you can bring the Elite. And it'll be the same with the Grunt if you could somehow move the Grunt all the way here. The Grunt and the Elite, they would just both despawn and hit a loading point, unfortunately. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That is the answer to the question, which is yes, you can totally save both the Elite and the Grunt, all the Covenant survivors at the very beginning of the mission. You just can't bring them very far with you through the mission should you choose to do so. But anyways, if you found this to be interesting and enjoyed this video, as always, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments. If there's anything you want me to check out or look into, or any experiment you want me to test out, just let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to look into it. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.